So the trash heap hedonist doesn't seem to understand the orthodox concept of quote unquote God. He asks questions like, so, because I said there is no answer to why bad things happen to good people or tragedy or suffering. There's no answer. Now, I have a longer video on that, but I just put up a short one. That's like saying the Tao, like seeing children suffer. That's why I tend to write G, capital G dash D. It's the existing one, he who is, Yahon. Does the Tao like seeing children suffer? Because that's what Logos, basically, that's the best translation that we have. It means word, it can mean study, the all-encompassing or whatever. But, yeah, no. God, for lack of a better word, since we have to use English, no, does not like to see pain or suffer. To humans, suffering can be useful. Again, this is an Eastern idea, not a Western idea. Continuing, the trash heap hedonist left questions, so God just likes causing pain. He's just a sadistic father in the sky that has his children racking their brains as to why all this stuff. And then I'll put the comment up in the description box, or maybe on the video itself. And then he's just thinking Occam's razor. He just likes, you know, with the question mark after it, after a long diatribe, just likes watching his children in pain or something like that. I forget it. I have bad short-term memory. No. We ask the question, why bad things happen to good people. Attributing this to God, do you think God gives people cancer? Well, maybe the Western Calvinist God does. Okay, I'll grant that. But dealing with Eastern Orthodoxy, do you think theologies, or deities, I should say, well, theology describes the deity in question, are interchangeable? That, you know, Vishnu, Thor, Ahura Mazda, Allah is interpreted by the Sunni Wahhabists, the Quaker view of God, and Quetzalcoatl all have interchangeable attributes. Now again, as I said before, and as Orthodox have been saying for hundreds of years, our view of God is more akin to the Tao. That's why I'm reluctant to say God. Technically, in Western sense, we don't believe in a God. There is no God. There is the existing one, he who is, that which is beyond the beyond. And only can we talk about him in apophatic terms, unknowable, unthinkable, unimaginable. The only thing we can say is God is love, but then again, that can only be known in a relationship, right? This to me is just it's kind of a whiny answer. There is no answer for, you know, when my sister passed away, people came up to me and, you know, said she's in a better place and all this kind of shit. I'd rather have her here, you know, or at least she's not suffering anymore. Well, life is suffering. But two of my oldest friends sat with me and just talked about stuff. That's the answer. Is helping those in pain. Is comforting the dying, the sick, the depressed, healing the injured and the sick. The bitchy, whiny Western solution is to figure out the why, or blame some guy for eating an apple, or some woman for eating an apple, or blaming a dragon or a serpent in a garden somewhere. That's kind of like standing outside of a burning building or burning orphanage and debating who started the fire or how did the fire get started, instead of rushing in and helping the people. Any answer you come up with is cruelty. It's cruel to give any type of answer to that question. That's why, well, I want to say that's why there is no answer, but there is no answer given. And that's why any answer given by any Christian group or religious group or whatever is cruel and wrong. Peace to you. You might want to learn a thing or two about Eastern Orthodoxy before confronting somebody dealing with responding with an Eastern Orthodox mindset and view of the world, instead of just, learning about one or two or three forms of Western Christianity and then just projecting that on every other religion in the world. Closer to Taoism and Confucianism than any Western form of Christianity. Even the Protestants and the Catholics will tell you that the Roman Catholic Church is closer to the Baptists or the Pentecostals or the Quakers than any of those groups are to Orthodoxy, because of the worldview, the mindset, everything. What answer would be sufficient to give to somebody whose child died, or a mother who had? Oh, here's one. Well, this might be too intimate, but my cousin had a baby. She just married. She had a 3-month-old diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. They gave her 3 months. A month later, 2 weeks later, they gave her a month. She was dead within 5 days. New husband, new house, new baby. Was it because there's sin in the world and everybody deserves the worst type of punishment because everybody's a natural original sinner? No, there is no original sin. Is there some greater purpose? No. None. All answers fall short. What's your answer? We live in a fallen world, a messed up world? Yeah, we do. We live in a jacked up world. Death is a reality. Or maybe you believe we go to a magical place in the sky called heaven, and that there's this mythical place called hell that the bad people go to. In Eastern Orthodoxy, we don't have such cruel, stupid, insane things. But peace to you.